Hare Krishna. In the second chapter of Bhagavad Gita, from verse 31 to 53, Krishna talks about Karma Yoga. So, what is Karma Yoga? In the first chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna was very much confused about what is the right thing to do, whether he should fight the war or he should not fight the war. He was very much confused about that point. Now, the entire Mahabharata war has happened because Pandava's cousins, Kauravas, they have unlawfully usurped the kingdom from the Pandavas. Pandavas tried their best to negotiate a peace deal, but it went futile. The war became inevitable. Now, at this point, Pandavas had to work with all other kings to bring in to their side, and they have to create allies with the friends and the neuter parties. Now, this is a lot of work. It's not like, okay, let's jump into the car and then go to the battlefield and then start fighting. So, it's a lot of work. And when you are creating a war, you have to put in a lot of strategies. Which army, which party of the army has to go in the front, which one has to stay back, what is their strategy of attacking. So much work is there. Now, Pandavas have planned everything and then went into the battlefield. After doing all these things in the battlefield, at the moment of commencing the battle, Arjuna was very much confused whether should he fight the war or not. On the opposite side, he saw the relatives. Bhishma was there, Kripacharya was there, Dronacharya was there. All of them were very dear to him. Now, looking at them, ready to fight against him, he got very much confused. Should he fight the war or not? Now, in many of our many situations in our life, we also face the same problem. We prepare so much work, do all the things, and then set things in proper order, and then about to execute that particular activity, we also fall into the same confusion. Should I do that or not? What is the right thing to do? When Draupadi was disrobed in the assembly of Kauravas by Dushashana, Draupadi asked for help from Bhishma, Kripacharya, Dronacharya, and the Pandavas, her own husbands. Now, none of them were able to help. They didn't offer any help at that point. Draupadi at last raised her hands above in the sky and then surrendered to Krishna. She said, "Oh Krishna, please help me." Now at that moment, Krishna heard her voice and her surrender. He provided sari for her. A sari. Now, that sari is not just another material object that Krishna has provided. Sari itself is Krishna himself. Krishna himself became the sari and then wrapped around Draupadi to save her. And when Dushashana was disrobing her continuously, the sari was unlimitedly coming out. It was inexhaustible. Now, when this incident got over, Pandavas and Draupadi were in the forest. Now, at that point, Krishna visited them. Now, Draupadi went to Krishna and she asked, "Oh Krishna, hell with my husbands, hell with all my relatives, hell with the persons who practice Dharma. I don't mind what they did for me in the assembly hall. But oh Krishna, I was calling out to you. Why you didn't react to me? Why you didn't come and help me?" Now, Draupadi didn't know that Krishna actually became the sari and saved her life. Draupadi was thinking, oh, probably, perhaps my chastity has provided some magical thing and gave the sari and then that saved. Now, many times in our life, the same situation happens. That a small problem happens, the immediate person we start complaining about is God. Oh, wow, God, why did you do this to me? Why are you so cruel? So similarly, Draupadi was also talking to God, Krishna, saying, why didn't you come and protect me? Now, God is very kind. Krishna. Krishna could have said that, oh, I saved you in the assembly hall. What are you talking about? You are simply coming and criticizing me without knowing my hands. He didn't self proclaim his glories. Krishna said that at the time Dwaraka was being attacked by someone else, so I had to protect that part. So I couldn't come. I'm very sorry for that. Now, at this point, Draupadi was interested in taking revenge against the Kauravas. Now, Krishna at that point advised that punishing the Kauravas is the right thing to do, but the intention has to be changed. What is the intention that has to be changed? When a person is in the position to punish others, his intention should be free from selfish motives. That instead of thinking that, oh, Kauravas, they did a bad thing to me, let me go and punish them. Instead of thinking like that, she should think that, oh, they have done this bad thing to me. I have to punish them because if I don't, they will do the same thing to others. So that's a selfless desire. And that action is proper. So when we are encountering confusion in our life, whether to do something, whether that is a right thing or a wrong thing, we have to test our intention. What is our intention? Is our intention free from selfish motives? So we have to take an action without any selfish interest. Now, our intention may be good in many situations, but the action may not be proper. Say a parent is taking a child on the side of a freeway, and then the child wants to jump into the highway because of its restless nature and then play. Now, highway is full of cars and lorries and trucks. All these things are coming into picture. Should the parent allow the child to jump into the highway and then play? The parent may think, oh, my child wants to become happy and she will become happy if she goes and plays in the middle of the highway. Let me send her. The intention is good here, that the parent wants to help the child to become happy, but the action is not correct. Why? We need to have the proper knowledge of what is right and what is wrong. So we need to have the scripture knowledge which instructs us what is actually dharma, what is adharma. So when we have this knowledge and with the proper intention, if we execute the action, it will be right. Now, even after knowing the proper intention, after having the proper intention, and after knowing what is right and wrong, after learning from the scriptures what is dharma and adharma, we may still be confused. When Draupadi was raising her hands toward Bhishma, Kripacharya, and Dronacharya, all of them, including Pandavas, they were confused. What is right and what is wrong? They were not able to distinguish. They had the proper intention, they want to help Draupadi, and they had the proper knowledge from the scriptures, still they were confused. Similarly, Arjuna was also confused in the battlefield at the commencement of the battle. Should he do the war or shouldn't he do the war? So at the time, what did Arjuna do? He said, Karpanyadosho pakata swabhava prichami tvam dharma sammoda cheta yachreyasyanishchitam brughi tanme sisyasteham shadimam tvam prapannam. So, O Krishna, I am disturbed by this miserly weakness. So please remove this from me. I'm taking shelter of you. So he is taking shelter of God. Of course, in our life, if God is present, we can go and take direct guidance from Him, what to do and what not to do. And that will be the best course of action. But if the God, we are not able to access Him and take direct guidance, what are we supposed to do? So we have to approach those who are spiritually elevated than us, the devotees of Lord Krishna. When we approach them and then take guidance, then we can execute things in proper order. Now, even after having proper intention and having proper knowledge and having proper guidance, we may still do mistakes. We may still commit wrong things while executing course of actions. And what to do in that situation? So, this is due to the limitation of the human beings to err as human. Now, at that moment, like Draupadi, we should raise our hands and then surrender to Krishna, and Krishna will take care of that. To forgive is divine, not only just to forgive, but He will also guide us. So, when we take shelter of Krishna, then everything will become complete. Now, we need to execute things with proper intention and the proper knowledge, and taking guidance from superiors and taking shelter of Krishna. All these things combined together is Karma Yoga. Now, what does it mean taking shelter of Krishna? So, we should develop a relationship with Krishna, doing Bhakti Yoga. What are those activities? Chanting the holy name of the Lord. When we sincerely chant the holy name of the Lord, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So when we sing the glories of the Lord, when we sing the names of the Lord, when we chant the names of the Lord, that is a devotional service. Not only that, even when we discuss about Bhagavad Gita, which are the words spoken by Krishna, as well about Him, that is also devotional service. Krishna says in the 9th chapter that my devotees engage in discussion about me. And then, after discussing, they become satisfied and happy. Bodhayanta katayantascha mam nityam tushyanti cha ramanti cha. And this is also very pleasing to Krishna when we discuss about Him. So, we have to have this devotional activity going on as well. When we do all these things to the best of our ability, then we can become free from the karmic reactions of our actions. Hare Krishna.